I'm back 2 years later with a baby. Say hi, Lele. Reaction to finding out you were pregnant and why you decided to go through with your pregnancy. So when I first found out I was pregnant with this little thing, like on my hair bush, I was extremely happy about it actually. It was nowhere near planned, but I was just like, okay, I'm pregnant. I'm here for this. Like, let's fucking do it. Like, shit, I've done so much shit already. Might as well see how the fuck this goes. And then how I decided that I was going to go through with my pregnancy. Well, me personally, I'm not really like for abortion. I'm like, do you? I don't really give a shit. Like, that's your body, but me personally, it's just not for me. Next question is, has being a mother changed your perspective on life? If so, in what ways? It has a lot, because before I was pregnant with her, before I had her, I was doing so much crazy shit. Like, I was doing like really fucking bad in life. And then this popped up pregnant. I was like, oh shit, now I gotta get my shit together. Next question is, how old is Lele? She is 6 months and what day is today? She is 6 months and 3 days old. She is 6 months and 3 days old, and she's extremely, well, compared to like other babies that like I've been around, for 6 months old, she's extremely tiny. So some people think she's like about 4 months. I'm like, nope, she's half a year. But yeah, that's my little tiny baby, Leilani Kawhi Small. What do you want to be when you get older? Well, I really couldn't even tell you. I have like a couple things I want to do. Like, if I was in a predicament at that time in the future to be a stay-at-home mom and just raise this one, and could I do want more kids in the future, it's like to raise those ones as well, I'd definitely be all for that. Like, I would definitely be here for it. But job-wise, I really was looking into nursing. My sister's nurse, so I already know like a lot of like nursing like things from her. But it's like a lot of hours in the day, and I don't think I could be away from my little baby for that long, so probably not. But I really wanted to be a teacher for the longest. So, yeah. I also want to be a real estate agent for a little bit, so, you know, I just have, like, a lot of things I want to do. So, yeah, I really don't know. I'm 17, so I have, like, a good amount of time to, like, figure it the fuck out. So, yeah. Next question is your baby formula or breastfed? She is strictly formula. She was breastfed at first in the hospital because I was kind of forced to be breastfeeding her. The nurses refused to like tell me anything about formula. I didn't know shit about formula. They didn't teach me how to breastfeed at all. They didn't teach me shit. So I was just like, but I don't want the fucker to starve. So I asked the nurse when I was in the hospital for the second day. I said, can I give her some formula? I can't really breastfeed her. She doesn't like it. I don't like it. Like, help me. Then she's like, why would you want to give formula to your baby? So I'm like, okay, so like no fucking help here, like thank you. But then I got home about like a week after I had her. I was like trying to breastfeed for that amount of time, like for that first week at least, because like the cholesterol, I can never say that word right, the original, like the first amount of breast milk is like the most important, so I was wanting to give her that. But after that first week I was like, fuck it, no, you are getting formula. She's getting so antsy right now, I apologize. So yeah, she is just fully formula fed, and it's the easiest thing in the fucking world for me. Next question is, what was labor like? My labor was the funnest thing ever for me. I don't know why it was so fun. It just really was. It was like a amazing experience, honestly. So I'll have like a full and detailed like labor story, but everyone says it's gonna be really hard. It was extremely easy for me. I just got over with it like from 5 in the morning to like 1 p.m. in the afternoon. 1 p.m. afternoon. I say dumb things sometimes. I apologize. Hold on. I have to bounce her or she'll scream right now. So, yeah. But, next question is, what were your pregnancy cravings? So, I had some normal ones and I had some really weird ones. But the funniest part of my cravings is, like, I didn't have, like, a craving throughout my whole pregnancy. Each month was, like, a different craving. The first craving I had was grape juice. The first craving I had was grape juice. Like, literally, I was just, like, pounding grape juice like it was water. I had so much grape juice at one point that TMI, but I fucking threw up just grape juice one morning, and I was like, I don't want grape juice anymore after that. So I haven't drank grape juice after that the whole entire pregnancy. just because of that situation. And then my next craving after that was muffins. I literally made muffins every fucking day and just like ate muffins all day for like a whole month. And then another craving I had, I literally, okay, this is like starting off my weird cravings. I would eat peeled grapes. I would peel the grapes and eat the inside of the grape and just like throw away the skin. Like I would sit there and just peel my grapes before I ate them. Because for some reason I just didn't like the skin. I literally like would not swallow the skin. I tried eating a whole one. I was like, nope, the skin's not working for me. So I just said, fuck it, throw the skin out, eat the inside. And then my weirdest cravings were chalk, baking soda, and cornstarch. Like literally, I would watch people crushing up chalk with their hands just to get over my craving of chalk. Like literally, it was that bad. Like dead ass. Like at one point, like Dante worked, my mom worked. I was in the house alone by myself, and they had to put the cornstarch up where I couldn't get it because they were like, she might eat it. So just toss it up there because I can't reach because I'm kind of fucking short. So yeah, she made me eat weird things. When do you want another kid? No time in the next year or so for sure, but like I would say maybe like 3 years from now because I want them like somewhat close in age. But I don't want to like be done potty training one, then another one has diapers, so I'm just like diapering still. I want like maybe 3 years. I keep rattling my phone. I am so sorry. I need a better setup. How did you know you were pregnant? Okay, so I had a feeling before I found out, like taking a test. She is just going to sleep right now. And I'm just yelling in her ear. Oh well, she's fine. So I took a test at 4 weeks at a Target clinic, like literally, but that's a story time for another day. I had really bad cramps. I was at Job Corps at this point. I was around 2 weeks if I calculated it right based on when I found out I was pregnant. So yeah, it was 2 weeks ish. I want to say I had like really bad cramps every fucking evening. Like every evening, I would be like, Dante, I have cramps. I'm nauseous. It's like horrible. Like fucking help me. Like, I was like on the verge of like crying because it was that bad. Like that fucking bad. So yeah, I kind of had a feeling, and then also I have like an app because I'm like really like. Well, I was on the ring at this point. She is a birth control baby. The ring doesn't work worth a damn. So if you guys are looking at the birth control, not the ring. But anyways, so I was like really in like tune with when my periods were supposed to start and like my ovulation and everything, but I wasn't really keeping up on it. You know, like I wasn't really like monitoring it to like know when to and not to do things. So I was just like fuck it, like. So then when I realized I had cramps and everything, I was like, oh shit, like when do I ovulate? When was my period? When we're like doing things. So put two and two together and got this. So yeah, you catch where I'm going with that. So I kind of had a feeling before I even got a test. So then I got test like my pregnancy test, and I was like, okay, I already knew it, but this just confirms it. And yeah, what was your boyfriend's reaction? So I texted him because I wasn't there with him when I found out because he was at Job Corps still. I had already got kicked out of Job Corps. That's a story for another day as well. I have so many fucking story times. Like, sis, I have stories on stories. But yeah, so I texted Dante and he was like really like shook. Like, he wasn't mad. He wasn't upset. He was like, I wouldn't say he was excited, but he wasn't like, he was just so neutral about it. So he was like, oh, damn, basically. So yeah, and then he was literally fully supportive ever since then. He was literally fully supportive ever since then, though, about everything, and he still is. So yeah, what was the hardest part about being pregnant, other than morning sickness? Because my morning sickness is like literally every single day, my entire pregnancy. I only threw up like the first trimester, really, but like I still was like extremely nauseous to the point where it like made me not want to do like shit after a while. But other than that, I had like the worst pain in my ribs because this baby is like, she was active in the womb and she's active now. So she was just like stomping on my ribs every single day, just stomping on them to the point where it hurt so bad it was like burning my ribs. So yeah, that wasn't too pleasant, but it's okay. What were your parents' reactions? So my mom, she really was like, she didn't believe me. Like, she really didn't believe me. She was in the waiting room. I texted her. I was like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. Like, for sure pregnant. She was like, no, you're not. I'm like, yeah, I am. She was like, you're shitting me. I'm like, definitely not. And then she was like, can I go in there? And I was like, yeah, come in. She went to the room where I was at in the doctor's office, and yeah, they told her. She was like, okay, well, I'm a grandma. Are you going to pierce her ears? Yes, I really want to. I wish I could now, but little Miss Rona is closing down everything, so. And I'm not about to get her ears pierced like a fucking Claire's or like a Walmart. I'm getting her ears pierced like actual tattoo shop with a gun, not with a gun, with a needle instead of a gun. Because I did not want her ears getting fucked up. Did you imagine you would be a mom at your age? Not at this age, but I always had a feeling I was going to have a baby somewhat younger. But like when I say younger, I mean like 18, 19, I would assume. But no, pop one out at 17, got pregnant around 16. And yep. But yeah, I wouldn't take it back. I wouldn't change anything about it. You know, I mean, got my shit together now, so she's doing good. So that's the end of this video. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe, like, leave a comment down below. If you want to give me a shout out, feel free to give me a shout out. Thank you very much. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos.